is Aaron East with MMA UK News, and I'm joined today by Manchester top teams, Joffie Houlton. Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to speak with me again, Joffie, and
Anytime.
congratulations. No worries, man. And congratulations on your recent outing with ARES and that thunderous 9-second KO over Kenzo Silva.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Nice quick night. I thought we were gonna. I did think it was gonna go a little bit longer. Obviously, Kenzo was known as a striker beforehand.
Yeah,
So I thought we were gonna be, kind of build into it, maybe touch it out a little bit. I'd seen his previous fight. He looked very, very calm, and very articulate on the feet. So I thought, we'd probably build into it a little bit more. However, the thing that I'd planned as a consequence of this was the kind of pressure that I brought.
yeah.
Obviously, it paid off, so I can't really complain.
No, that was an amazing fight, man. I was hyped for it all week, and it was literally over. I literally reached over. I literally reached over for a drink to sit there and enjoy it, and it was done. I was like, "What?" I had to rewind it.
Oh, sorry, man. Do you know what? So I took a couple of my friends and my mum with me because, like everybody knows, my mum goes everywhere, supports me.
Yeah,
Um, and I remember, so we fought on Friday, so the Thursday we were having a meal. After I'd weighed in, done all the media stuff, so I was having a meal with my friends and my mum. And they were like, "How are you feeling?" I was like, "I feel great. It's also good." And I remember saying this. I was like, "It's really good to know that we're gonna have some cage time. We're gonna build it up. We're gonna see what comes from this."
yeah.
I genuinely thought like we were going into like 3 rounds of almost hell. Didn't go that way.
Yeah, no, literally, honestly, I bet everyone in attendance blinked and they missed it, but everyone had the same thought.
Yeah, these
Right,
things happen.
yeah. Right, the fans in attendance, and no doubt the people at home, were in complete awe. Yeah, right, they'll be hoping to once again catch you out there for the fast-growing French promotion. What can we expect more outings from yourself in France?
Um, so weird situation. Obviously, I was a little bit how would you put it? Upset, let's say, that I didn't receive a bonus from them. And I think they kind of received quite a bit of backlash online.
Yeah,
Nothing to do with myself, people obviously supportive, a lot of French support. And obviously, when I was there, I did get booed on my way in, which you kind of expect as the away fighter.
yeah,
However, obviously that turned, and the people of France were really lovely. I was getting a lot of support once the fight was over, which a lot of people in the crowd because I went and sit and watched some fights, even when I was having a drink with my friends across the road getting support. So I said on the night that I'd be ready to dance in September. It's the end of it's August next week, and I've still not had a call offering me something in September. So I can be pretty sure I'm not out in September.
yeah.
I'd like to imagine that I will be out in November now. I would be ready for October,
Mm.
but I'm not gonna take October. October would be cool if you ring me today, because I've got 8 weeks to train. If you ring me, kind of middle of August,
Yeah,
end of August, I've got 4 or 5 weeks. I don't really. I took the fight, the last one on short notice, kind of 4 weeks notice, 5 weeks notice, I think it was,
yeah,
and I was okay with that. Like I was absolutely fine and mind that. But it's as many fighters will know, it's nice to be able to get a camp in.
yeah.
I've had kind of how many pro fights have I had now? I've had like 7 pro fights, and it's very rare I get a camp. Usually I get like, yo, you're gonna fight in 5 weeks, you're gonna fight in 4 weeks. So I do believe, obviously, as you said, I've kind of been at Manchester top team, but most of my training at the moment is over with Tom Aspinall. So it's kind of like I'm always there getting ready and staying ready. But I'd like, 8, 12 weeks to sit there and go, this is my target, this is what I'm going to work on. So realistically, yeah, you'll probably see me there again in November. There's no saying I won't dance before that, but it's going to be November for me.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you. I mean, it's always time. It's always great to give yourself time with a camp and stuff, as you say. Like, you're putting a lot on the line. You're putting your reputation. You're putting your streak on the line. You're putting your So, 100% more times definitely worth it. Right. Are there any names in particular with areas that you'd like to go up against at all?
I can't really say I've looked into the depth of their division too much.
Yeah.
So obviously they've got quite a few up and comers, and a lot of them are French, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think they've kind of thrown a couple of names out there, and a couple of names have been tagged in posts that they've mentioned,
Mm.
where they're saying I should fight this guy or he should fight me, whichever way you look at it, as like a test for them or a test for me, whichever it may be. I'm not really too fussy. I'm at the stage of my career where I think we're kind of a lot of the UK athletes that we've got at heavyweight, we're all kind of knocking on the door for big opportunities.
Yeah.
So it's I don't want to say it's irrelevant to a fight, but I'll be going in and training to the best of my ability with the same mindset that I'm going to come out with a win. And hopefully, like I say, we're all kind of knocking on the door for that big go. I agree, PFL and Bellator and all the other ones. Like, I'd love to go back to Bellator. I'd love to give that another try. But I think everybody's, the vast majority of the UK market, their goal is the UFC. Mine's no different than anybody else's.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and what a knock on the door it was, literally 9 seconds, my lord.
Yeah, I think I looked at it as an opportunity to show the development in my striking. A lot of people know that I spent a lot of time on that. As I say, kind of working with the team that I'm with now, I don't really spend as much time at top team anymore. I am largely with Tom, so it's kind of like Tom and everyone that we're working with down there at Fight and Fitness. It's taken my game up again. I'm
Yeah.
still working with Lofty a lot on my striking, so I know my developments are there. It would have been nice to have opportunity to showcase that, but I'm certainly not complaining with the outcome of the fight.
Yeah, definitely not, man. Right, we first met back in London, 2 years ago at Contenders 31 after your loss to
Yeah,
Mario.
man.
Yeah, that was flipping long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, and you lost, unfortunately, that night to Mario Pinto. Right, but since then, you have racked up 4 victories spreading across 3 promotions. Right, your desire to succeed in the fight game has been plain to see for many. Well, what has been your main motivation throughout these respective wars?
Wow. Do you know what? I couldn't really tell you. So I just want to be like, for me, I want to be the best that I can. I regret some of the decisions I took earlier in my career. I probably didn't take it as seriously as I do now. I can certainly tell you that, the night we met, I wasn't taking anything very seriously. About 20 minutes before the fight, I was still asleep. I'd not trained prior. I just found out they needed a short notice heavyweight and said, yeah, I can do this. Um, I don't really look at it like that anymore. As I kind of said to you, I'm at a stage where I want a camp for fight. I want to be able to sit there and go, yeah, I'm going to spend 8 weeks getting ready, 12 weeks getting ready, and actually go out and perform to the best of my ability. I think for me, it's been just more of a mindset shift. I don't look at this as fun anymore, like as just I'm having a laugh. I actually want to be competitive now.
Yeah.
So I've got a very much competitive mindset, and I firmly believe I can do this as a job, full time, for my life, and go to the UFC. So that mindset shift has done absolute wonders for me because my brain's just like, yeah, okay. So when we do this, we take it very seriously now.
Mm. Yeah, no doubt the fans are going to see you at the UFC, man, and trust me, I'll be the first one bugging you for a ticket. Right, but each,
Yeah, I think it's everybody's kind of goal. I think
yeah,
like the UK is in such a good position at the minute. It's a shame that we aren't all kind of more central, I'd say. But we've got great heavyweights. We've got great athletes in all weight categories, but we've got great heavyweights and we've got people smashing it at that level. So it's good to see us all kind of working together to build to get to the next one.
yeah. I mean, that London card was quite good. I noticed you were there. I was very jealous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to go, don't you? The UFC comes a couple of times a year. I'm very fortunate in the position that I'm in, and that I have great relationships out there that support me. I have a great relationship with Eric's gear,
Yeah,
and me and Rich went to the show. We've been to multiple of the shows now, so it was good to get out there. It was great to see Tom. As I say, I've been with Tom for like 3 months now,
mm.
consistently, and so there for the vast majority of the camp, if not all of it. And I remember the day he signed to say Tiger Warrior, and he was like, and we were like, okay, now we're getting to work. Like we've got a specific, and it was great to see him get the opportunity to put all that work that he put in. He's done a lot of recovery for his knee, but
Mm.
it wasn't just his knee. It was the rest of it. He did a lot of work in that camp specifically for Tiger Warrior. It was great to see it all pay off.
Yeah, 100%. I was well happy for him as well as you said. Like over a vast long injury, I mean, like he's throwing names out there as well. It's so great to see him back, no doubt, man.
Yeah, he's going all the way. I can't wait to see how his progression goes, and how mine can keep building up too.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. But each fight holds its own learning experience, and with such an impact made over the past 2 years by yourself, what have you learnt throughout your dominant inclusions in the cage?
Yeah, it's been weird. So I think there's been a lot of learnings. Most of my learnings have occurred outside of the cage, but I remember I was having a conversation with, I won't name who, because they wouldn't want me to name who, but I was having a conversation with somebody and they told me that I always seemed very happy to be there,
Yeah,
but not necessarily happy to do anything other than be there. I was just happy to be around. And I get what they were saying fully. Like I was kind of happy to just be around, and be around working with certain level guys and whatever. And I'm not. I think what they meant was I was content, and I probably was at the time. And now I'm happy, but I'm not content. I'm happy, but I want to go to the next level. I'm happy, but I want to do more. And it's kind of almost like an insatiable hunger, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon for me. I can't wait to, get back on the big stages and flash my smile and blow everybody kisses like only I can do. And I think I'm really thankful for the experiences I've had because I wouldn't want to do this sport or do the things that I do without having experienced them. So, I can't complain at anything that's occurred. But it's just been a mindset shift for me over the last kind of 2 years. I think, I speak regularly about mental health and my mental health. Even 2 years ago, it was much better than it was, but it wasn't great. And now, I'm very grateful for everything that goes on in my life. I'm grateful for the experiences I've had, the opportunities that have been afforded to me by the things that I've done. And it just turns out that, if you kind of put all your effort into something, things have a way of working out.
yeah, you're always a very happy guy. I remember when I met you, that picture we took. Big smile on your face, huge smile.
Yeah, big smile on my face with my nose busted and blood pouring down my face. But it doesn't really matter because I mean, it's like at the time, like I was happy to be involved in it and I was just happy to go and do something.
Hmm.
And now it's like I'm happy like that all the time. And I get the opportunity to go and perform. And, like I say, I'm just so grateful for the opportunities I get afforded in my life because it's just like, well, who else is getting to do this? Like, we're all us top level fighters, and I'm not saying I'm top level, but us kind of pro athletes, like we're a very, very small circle, and we're being afforded an opportunity to do something that a lot of people will never get to experience. Why would I not be so happy that I'm getting to do that?
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, literally, as I said, it's a very addictive personality, and I see what you mean by the happiness about it. Because literally, even though I'm not in the cage, thankfully, I don't think I survived too well. But, but yeah, I mean, like being in that sort of atmosphere, like backstage, seeing all you guys, it is absolutely an incredible experience. I highly recommend it for anyone, apart from myself. 'Cause
Yeah, I
as I said,
think everybody.
yeah,
No, you'd survive, bro. I think everybody should give it a go. I mean, like even like amateur white collar. Like I'm actually going to an amateur show later today. Well, family pro show. I'm heading out to Budo, which I've previously fought on.
yeah,
Shout out Chris Clark, his lovely promotion down there. He's looking after me. One of my friends has got his pro debut, Tom Burton Nichols, so that's going to be really good to watch. But it's like it's good to see so many amateurs competing on a regular basis, and there's all these shows out there that they get to go do it on. And I'm like you guys are like the 1%, like maybe 2%, but like you're the 1%. Like nobody's gonna do what you're doing. So
mm,
like you don't just have to sit there and go fight camp, fight camp, fight camp. Enjoy it. Like enjoy the moment. Like enjoy that moment because you've put in all that work. Enjoy the moment.
100%, man. And yeah, well, I do highly respect the amateurs as well. I mean, they are definitely the roots of the sport. I'm very worried about the future, like competitors out there, because it's such a huge like gap in between, like a huge gap in between. They're completely different animals at the moment, ain't they?
Yeah, massively, massively.
Yeah, and it's great to see so many promotions like giving them the platform to succeed and go on. And you're right, as I said, like compared to like maybe 10 years back, but there's so many that can be included on. It's definitely a bright future
Yeah,
for the UK, 100%.
yeah. I mean, it's like I was, I've only been in this game 6 years, 6 years, 7 years, something like that. I think it's 7 years this year, maybe even 6 years this year. I don't know. I'd have to do the math. But I remember when I started, there was like three shows. There
Mm.
was like three, maybe four shows. I competed on three or four as an army. And there's so many more now. And I'm not saying like I don't always think dilution is a good thing. So having so much opportunity, because people then do struggle to get the match because I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. But the fact that you've got these opportunities, immense, immense.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. It's definitely a big future, and I really do look forward to carry on witnessing your future out there, man.
Thank you. I mean, hopefully, I get to kind of show something soon. It would have been really, really. So the plan originally for me, knowing that the UFC was in Paris, in on the second, the plan was for me to fight on the first. Um, so because I was like, well, free trip to Paris, I'll do this again, and then just hang about for the next day and fight. But obviously, it's not come to fruition. So I'm hoping for kind of November, December time. I've been really enjoying time with my family, and time with my friends. I've, we're kind of back in camp now. So I've got my teammate up at Tom's, Pasha Pavel. He's fighting on Brave in France at the end of September. Obviously, Tom's kind of back in training now. Mick and Phil, obviously Mick Park and Phil the Freeze, both back in training soon. We've got Jamie Acton, who's a highly ranked amateur heavyweight, and he obviously used to play pro rugby, so he'll be out soon. So it's like there's no kind of rest for the wicked. So I'll just be constantly training until the time comes and I get a call.
I'll definitely be keeping my ears to the ground for them notifications, man. Right, but wherever your path what takes you this year, I wish you all the best, bro. And I'll do everything I can to catch you out there once again, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm always here if you ever want to chat, if you ever want to do anything. Like I'm literally at the end of the phone, so drop me a message. I'm pretty much always around.
No worries, man. I'll definitely take you up on that. We got that card game. I ain't forgot.
Yes, I'm ready. Anytime you are.
Yeah, I mean, you may be great in the cage, but I think you may regret those words. So yeah, we'll see.
Well, we'll see then, innit? We'll see.
Definitely, man. Right, last but not least, what do you have a message for the viewers and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh man, I mean, shout outs wise, I gotta talk. Horizon BJJ, my team in Stoke, fantastic. Sua Muay Thai, again, my team in Stoke, fantastic. Everybody at kind of Team Aspinall, Andy Aspinall's been huge for me, and Lottie, Andy Lofthouse, Lottie MMA, again, been huge for me. All of the guys that I'm working with, fighting for fitness, and Eric's gear, as always, because constantly hitting me out and looks after me. But you know what? Just in terms of like the message for anybody, like I don't know. I think for me, like if everybody keeps being themselves and keeps smiling, the whole world will be a better place. And I'm just trying to have my impact on the world like one fight at a time. So keep tuning in. They'll be just as exciting as ever.
That's a great message, man. Again, I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, brother.
Nice one, brother. You take care. All right.
You too, man. Speak to you soon.
Go steady, man.